Can I ask a question back to you, just because?
Yeah.
So, what about someone who is experienced the like classic catch-22 in any industry, but certainly in journalism, where you need experience to get experience, even an internship. So, like, what does someone do if they lose out on an internship, aside from emailing someone without an answer for like 9 months?
Well, that's a pretty good approach. I mean, I don't know. I think. I mean, I've definitely brought in people for interviews and hired not at Mike, but at different jobs. People at sort of like reporter researcher levels who just had a real facility for the subject matter. And we are, I mean, we're all on email. We're extravagant emailers, typically, editors. So I think reaching out directly to people and doing a point of contact is remarkably successful. I mean, I can't believe your stick-to-itiveness after 8 months. I think that would have worn down most people. But I just think,
it became like a pet project after a while.
An obsession, a dark obsession that turned out. Okay. But yeah, I also think, I mean, related to that, a lesson in that is you knew that magazine really well, so you knew what they were looking for. You were following how they were developing, and that's a big help. Like if you're pitching yourself to a publication that you really want to work for, and you know it, and you know what they're about and what they do, that's I feel like that's half the battle, because you don't have to come in. The sell isn't as hard.
The other thing that I've told people is that just write. I mean, when I was coming up, the hard thing was finding somebody to publish you. There's no barrier. There's medium. You put stuff, you can write. And, if somebody wants to come work in journalism and there's no evidence that they've ever written anything that's been published on a blog or anywhere, I do wonder, about how committed they are. I mean, when I was running the New York Observer, I needed to hire a managing editor, and somebody pointed me to a blog this is back when it was called a blog. This woman wrote this. It was a very personal thing about being single in New York, and her voice just perfectly matched what the Observer was about. She without even intending to, wrote in a way that would just perfectly fit, and I hired her based on that. And if she hadn't done that writing, which was purely a personal project, she wouldn't have had a shot.
Can I interject here?
Yeah.
So we have a career services office, and their job is to analyze the job market and try to figure out how to help our students get those jobs. So our conclusion is that and we counsel our students this, everybody needs a superpower. And that superpower could either be a subject matter. We have 5 different subject area concentrations: business, health, international, covering New York City, things like that. Or you need to have a superpower in data journalism, or video storytelling for the web, or graphics, motion graphics. But you can't be generic. You can't be what everyone else is. You have to really nurture those very specific skill sets, because you're competing. There's many more people wanting to be in this field than there are places to be in that field. And so, I mean, we have a required summer internship between the 2nd and the 3rd semester, and that's where they get the kind of experience that they need, and then hopefully that carries on after they graduate. But I would encourage people in the audience, if you're thinking about this, to really focus on, is it photography? Is it writing? Is it, what is it that you love to do that you're really good at? Maybe it's social media. But you need something other than just to be a good reporter and a writer in this day and age.